But even as universities have received billions and billions of dollars from taxpayers, many have become increasingly hostile to free speech and to the First Amendment. You see it all the time. You turn on the news and you see things that are horrible. You see people being punched hard in the face. But he didn't go down. He didn't go down. I said, you have a better chin than Muhammad Ali, and he had a better chin. And you see the cowbell scene. You saw that horrible scene. That was a disgraceful thing at a school, at a university. Under the guise of speech codes and safe spaces and trigger warnings, these universities have tried to restrict free thought, impose total conformity, and shut down the voices of great young Americans like those here today. It's great people. All of that change is starting right now. We're dealing with billions and billions and billions of dollars. Taxpayer dollars should not subsidize anti-First Amendment institutions, and that's exactly what they are, anti-First Amendment. Universities that want taxpayer dollars should promote free speech, not silence free speech. Under the policy I am announcing today, federal agencies will use their authority under various grant-making programs to ensure that public universities cherish the First Amendment and First Amendment rights of their students, or risk losing billions and billions of dollars of federal taxpayer dollars. Every year, the federal government provides educational institutions with more than $35 billion in research funding. All of that money is now at stake. That's a lot of money. They are going to not have to like your views a lot, right? We will not stand idly by and allow public institutions to violate their students' constitutional rights. If a college or university doesn't allow you to speak, we will not give them money. It's very simple. At the same time, private universities should be held to their own policies on free speech. So from now on, federal agencies will also use their grant-making authority to promote transparency for students at private schools. These colleges should not be able to promise free speech in theory and then impose restrictive speech codes in practice, which is what many of them do. Today's action is just the beginning of our efforts to protect free speech and advance our students' rights agenda. What I've been witnessing over the last long period of time, long before I became president, what I've been witnessing is outrageous. This order will also empower students with vital information about the value of the programs they take on and having to do with debt, student loan debt. I'm going to work to fix it because it's outrageous what's happening. You're not given that fair start. You're too far down. It's not right, and we're going to work very, very hard to get it fixed. But we're going to start with 43 million people in the United States are currently working to pay off student loans, and we'll be talking about that very soon. With today's action and every action to come, the Trump administration will fight for America's students. We're fighting very hard, and remember what I said. We're going to give the student loans where you have way, way over $1 trillion in student loans. We're going to start looking at that very seriously and help some of those students that are just mired in debt. We know that freedom must prevail on college campuses. That freedom is to prosper in America. It's so important. And we believe that greatness must be practiced in our halls of learning. If greatness is to thrive in our halls of government and our corridors of commerce, you're going to have great lives, but I want you to get off to a great start, not a start where you're behind a barricade that just doesn't let you succeed. And we're going to make it much easier for you, this administration, and we've worked very hard on it already. We'll be having some meetings, and we'll be having some very major discussions with some of the biggest colleges and universities, and we're going to have them shoulder some of the responsibility and some of the money that's necessary for you to use in order to get your education. To every student and young American here today, don't let anyone stop you from doing what you know is right, from asking questions, from challenging the powerful, or from speaking your mind. And that's the primary reason we're here right now. You're going to speak your mind. You're going to be fair. You're going to be reasonable. You're going to do it well. And you're going to speak your mind. Never, ever quit. Never give in. And never back down. Keep standing up for your values, for your classmates, and for your country. And you can be certain that every day of my presidency, we will always support your rights and your freedoms. Don't worry, you're okay.